I think I've been building this bike for 2 years. I could stay a bit. I mean, yeah, I've been building it for 2 years, for being serious, but it hasn't always looked like this. So I originally bought this GN 125 as a birthday present for Chloe. She was away visiting her sister, and I kind of wanted something to do because I felt a bit lonely. And I saw it on Facebook Marketplace, where, you know, it's where all good projects begin. And I picked it up for £250 as a non-runner. But I had so much confidence and conviction that I was like, I'll get that running tonight. Like, that'll be my mission today. I was like, I'll go and pick it up and I'll get that running. So I went and picked it up, brought it home. The chap I picked it off was actually really nice. And I got it back, somehow managed to get it in the kitchen, because at the time I didn't have the workshop. And got it into the kitchen and got it on the table and just started tinkering with it. I kind of knew it was an electrical problem, and lo and behold, that evening I managed to get it to spark to life. I didn't get it running, but I got it managed to spark to life, which was was pretty good feeling. Lo and behold, though, it wasn't ready for Chloe's birthday, and that was 2 years ago. When I started this bike, I think I started it with so much arrogance. Like, I think I thought my wheelhouse was bigger than it was, or I had more skill than what I did, and I didn't. And this bike, even though it's a little GN 125, it's humbled me more than anything has ever. Like, it really has humbled me and kind of shown me actually how much hard work it takes. And I don't think people will ever appreciate when, no matter the complexity of a build, if you strip a bike down to its kind of inners and like take off every single bolt and take apart the engine and put it back together and then put your stamp on it, or that extension of yourself on that bike, I don't think anyone will ever understand how long it takes, and kind of what it takes from me, really. So when I really started to take this bike seriously, I was in the middle of putting a film together, and still am, about my granddad's life. My granddad used to manufacture and race motorcycles for a living, so I think I felt that pressure of, like, he was like an absolute Jedi when it came to the construction of motorcycle frames and racing and managing race teams, and I kind of wanted to do that justice. So I think I put a lot of pressure on myself building this bike. And to make it worse, I'd set a deadline for Mali Beach Race, and it's the first time I'd ever done anything like that. And I was like, I'm going to build this amazing sand scrambler for Mali, but I've got to build a workshop first. And I gave myself a month to do it in the middle of March, which was, not ideal. So I built this workshop, and the first version of this bike, maybe second version of this bike, 1.5, the first version, let's say the first version of this bike for Mali Beach Race. And again, even then I'd built this workshop in 2 weeks, and then I gave myself 2 weeks to build a bike, which is just absolutely ridiculous. And I stripped the bike down to bare bones and rebuilt it, which is a really stupid thing to do. And that was the biggest humbling thing I've ever done. And in true Seeley fashion, and for anyone who knows me, I just love giving myself unrealistic timelines. And it didn't work, if I'm being honest. I got the workshop built. That was a success. But the bike, we were still working on it. I was still working on it. like the morning of Mali Beach race, and that was kind of the target. I had this thing in my mind. I was like, I'm going to build this amazing bike, and then I'm going to launch Seeley Moto with this amazing scrambler build at Mali Beach race. And I hadn't set myself up for success. Like I said, the bike humbled me. Like, there were so many things I just didn't envision would take as long as they did, and hence why it's taken 2 years. Well, one of the reasons. And I think, if you ever want to humble yourself, restore an old piece of machinery, or restore a motorbike, or restore a car, because you'll learn what patience is, and you'll learn kind of, that you just need to slow down with it and take as long as it takes within your world. If you've got kids, if you've got, a busy job, or you've kind of got to be realistic with that as well, because unless you're out there every day, 12 hours a day, working on that project, like, it's gonna take time. I woke up in the morning of Mali Beach race where I was like, this bike is not good enough. And the reason why is because I've set myself unrealistic timelines, and I hadn't found my tone. I'd rushed the process. I'd really rushed the process, and I hadn't found how I wanted to build. Because, like, you build a bike, and I've realised this now, it's an extension of yourself. It's like any sort of art, I think. It's an extension of yourself. And I mean, look at this. Like, I'm still building it 2 years on, but I've learned so much, and maybe it will never be finished, but I think I look at it and I'm so proud of it now. I'm proud of it now because it's taught me so much. It's humbled me. It's taught me how to weld. It's taught me how to model panels. It's taught me the biggest thing I'm proud of. It's taught me how to wire a bike properly, and like, I'm so proud of that. And I'm proud of, like, even now, I look at it, I'm so proud of it. And I will finish it one day in time for Chloe's birthday. But I think at that time at Mali, I was just like, well, I'm here. I've got to do it. Like, I've paid for everyone to be here, and but I knew at that moment that this isn't going to be the moment in the film, my granddad's film, and I kind of accepted it in that moment. I was like, I'm just going to make the best of today. Like, I'm here riding a motorbike on the beach at Margate. I'm going to make the best of this day. However, getting to that point, because I'd absolutely smashed myself for 4 weeks, and I'd built a workshop and built a bike, I'd actually got some metal shards in my right thumb. And it got, no, was it my right thumb? It was my left thumb, wasn't it? The one with no finger now. My thumb got infected and was like 4 or 5 times the size it was supposed to be. Again, because I'd put so much time and invested so much money and just my soul into it, I was like, I'm gonna, no matter what, to hell or high water today, I am riding that bike on that beach. And I got it, we pushed it down, got it onto the beach. They set everyone off. I got over, bike was running okay-ish. And at that point, I had no idea. I had no idea about how to reject carbs and stuff. So I chucked a pod filter on, or a foamy filter, and I'd made my own exhaust pipe for it, a straight pipe, but not done anything else. So, like, not rejetted it, not done the pilot, not done the main. So obviously it ran like an absolute bag of spanners, but it was getting by in true Suzuki fashion. It was just fighting its way through the beach, occasionally chucking its toys out the pram, but I was like, it's okay, we got it. And I got it to just as we're about to start off for the first race. And again, I was just like, I'm here now. I've got my friends around me, got my family around me, got people videoing me, taking photos. It looks really cool. I feel really cool. Even though the bike's running like, oh my God, so bad. Like, I look at it now and I'm like, oh my God, that bike was running so bad. And my chain had broke. I went to set off and I heard that sound and felt no drive, and I was like, oh my God. And previous to that, the second bike we had my stepdad was gonna ride in the 600cc and up race. It was a Triumph Street Triple that we'd put these amazing mud tyres on, and the chain had broken on that as well. as we were getting it off the van, the chain broke. So we were down to one bike, which was like, again, like a big blow. I was like, oh my God, man. Like, and then, so I'm sat on the beach, just about to set off. My thumb's throbbing. It's twice the size. Like, it made me feel ill. Like, it's infected. Got everyone around me, and then my chain goes, and I'm like sat there just like, oh my God, that's it. It's done. It's done. Might as well just go get an ice cream and grab a beer and just call it. And then, like, out of nowhere, like, just came. I looked up, and there was just his hand on my shoulder, and the guy was just like, do you need a? I think it's a 420 chain. I think he was like, do you need a 420 chain link? And I was like, excuse me? And he was like, do you need a 420 chain link? And I was like, yeah, I do. And he was like, yeah, I've got one on my handlebars. And I just couldn't believe it. Like, I looked up, and there was just this dude just like, yeah, I've got one here. Do you want it?
Go forwards. Forwards. Here, go on. There you go. It's a little bit brutal. What's your name? Chris. Take it easy, man.
Yes, please. Like, please. Like, thank you so much. And then not only that, because my thumb was infected, I couldn't grab anything with my left hand except just squeeze a clutch. He fitted it for me as well. Like, and I think at that moment then I was like, you know, like, screw the bikes. Like, that, what happened with those has happened, you know, like, but I was like, it's about the community, like, and it's about, like, that dude didn't have to help me, and I was like, that's super cool. And then I think it changed the dynamic of the day then, where I was just like, whatever happens with the bike, if it sets on fire, it sets on fire, you know, like, I'm just going to make the best of it. And it was an amazing day, and it, again, humbled me. It humbled me so much that, you know, if you don't respect these machines and know everything about them, like if you want to take the time to build it, then know everything about it. And yeah, I think that was a big lesson there. And just a big lesson about, you know, being prepared and doing it right and learning the skills to do it right. Build what you want with the time you have, and if you don't like the first way you built it, cut it up, weld something else on, cut it off, change the colour, you know, like, change it all together if you want, start again, because, like, at the end of the day, it's like, whatever you're building, it's an extension of you, and it's important. Like, yeah, you want that extension of yourself to reflect you as a person. So if you don't think it truly reflects you as an individual, then keep doing it until you're happy with it. And then if you change as an individual, change it again. And I think that's okay. But I do think at some point you do maybe have to call it a day on some things. Maybe this. Maybe.